Hello traders and tradettes, it's 4i Biped again. Today we're going to talk about a browser extension. I'm going to assume most of you are familiar with what browser extensions are. They typically show up here in the upper right. I'm using a different browser here. It's the only browser I have that doesn't have a bunch of junk already installed. And the one that we're going to go over today is called uBlock Origin. And what this extension does is it helps filter out a lot of spam that pops up when you go to websites. And the feature we're going to talk about today that it does is the ability to hide various elements on a website. So when you go to this website, and I'm using cornerlies.net as an example, you have this window here that shows you all the charts, your open interest and such. Then you have this element over here that shows all these transactions taking place. And then you have over here on your right side, you have advertisement and such. And there's a bunch of little small elements all over the place. With this now, I use uBlock Origin. There are other extensions that do the same thing. I recommend you go read up on all of them and you pick the one you find is best suitable for you. Don't just pick it because I use it. Go pick the one that you like the best. So they are going to have similar features, and one feature they all have is the ability, and for this one, you have to select the eyedrop. It allows you to, as you mouse over, you get to see all these different elements. And what I would like to do is, I don't like all these prices popping up here. And yes, you can click and expand this window, but that's an extra step. So what we're going to do is we're going to hide this. I'm going to be nice and leave the advertisements over here so they can make money. It's a free service. They deserve some money for the amazing service they provide. Now, sometimes you will notice that things come in layers. So first, what we do is you move your mouse around, and as you see right here, this element encompasses both. And if I click this and I go to preview down here, you see if I hide that, great, it gets rid of all of it, and this window automatically expands, filling up the space. But I get rid of the advertisement. Once again, I'm going to be a nice guy, and I'm going to let them have their ads on there so they can make money. So I'm going to quit here. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab the eyedropper again. We're going to find what the biggest window we can hide initially, which is going to be this one. So let's do a preview. And this gives you an idea what's going to happen once we actually create it. Preview is it gets rid of that. So we know that this is going to be multiple layers. It's going to sound confusing to begin with, but just follow along to the end and you can replay everything afterwards. So I'm going to create a filter now. So now when I go to this website, all of that's gone. But I still have this window here ultimately blocking things. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to click the eyedropper again. And now you see I have the option of selecting this entire element here. So let's see what happens when we do that and we click preview. Excellent. It hides that but leaves the advertisement. So I'm going to create that. So now, every time I go to this website, automatically that's going to be gone. That side piece is going to be gone. And this is automatically going to fill up this space. Now, if you make a mistake and accidentally hide something, you find out that that also had some other unattended consequence to it. I'm going to show you how to undo your changes. Once again, this is with uBlock. It's going to be different depending on which utility you use, which browser extension. You go click on the gear symbols here, open dashboard. You're going to have a lot of settings up here. You can make trusted sites, you can make special rules and so forth. But what houses all your filters The elements that you clicked on and told it to hide is going to be under my filters. And as you see, there's two things listed under cornerlies.net. All you got to do is remove one of these at a time. Just as an example, we're going to do this. We're going to apply changes. Now when I go back over here and refresh the page, you will notice this came back. If I go back over here and I just remove all of this, apply changes, go back to refresh your page, the whole element's back. So that's how you can end up either tracking down one element you hid that you didn't mean to, and you want to undo your change, or if you just want to undo all your changes. So hopefully this has been useful. You can use this on other websites. It doesn't have to be a trading website. It can be literally any website at all. This is how you can hide specific elements that may be bothering you or obstructing your view on that website. Hopefully you find that useful. Until next time.